Hello. Good news. We're back. The A-Listers podcast is back.
Is that Cynthia Rio? Ariana Grande?
You know? Hello. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the A-Listers podcast. I am your co-host, Jossie Rochelle, joined by the wonderful Miss
Catherine Rowe. Lovely to see you.
Yes, lovely to see you. And good news, we're back. We took a little Thanksgiving hiatus, but it's okay. We're back. Just like Wicked for Good is back for the Act 2 after a year-long hiatus. So, But before we get into reviewing Wicked for Good, Catherine, how's your week been? Do you have an Oscar of the week? Do you have a Razzie of the week?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks really since we saw each other. So
Yeah.
I had to pull up my calendar before this to even think about what I've done in the past 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I actually don't know if I have a Razzie. I think I just have an Oscar for the week.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having a good time. It's a holly jolly, wickedly good season around here.
Holly Jolly Wickedly.
I was trying to work it in. No, I had a really good Thanksgiving week. My parents came into town and visited me in New York for the first time, so I was showing them around, and we just had a really good week. Thanksgiving Day was probably the best day. They came over and we cooked in my apartment. So I had a really, really lovely week. Saw Wicked Part 2, as I'm sure everyone can tell we're talking about today.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably my Rotten Tomatoes score, probably like a 93. You know, which is a good week. It was a fun week. It was a busy week. I'll say that. I am tired, but it's a good week. But how about you? How are you doing?
I am just splendid. I am holly jolly as well. It is officially Christmas season. I know we have some people that's like, it's not Christmas season till Thanksgiving, like after Thanksgiving. But it's officially Christmas season, so very excited about that. Was blasting some Christmas music before this. So yeah.
What were you blasting?
Just my playlist. It's called the Most Wonderful Time of the Year playlist. Just one song called Christmas Dance by Darren Criss. I was listening to that. I'm a big
Darren Criss of
fan.
Glee?
Yes. And of Maybe Happy Ending. I went to go see that. I won the lottery for that Broadway show and I was very, very happy. Because I was like, it's him. And then, some Pentatonics, some John Legend, all the stuff. So, but yeah, pretty holly jolly mood. As far as an Oscar of the week, we have a new addition to the Rochelle family. We got Miss Letty Gray. She was born on Black Friday. So Letty Gray is my niece. So now I have 2 nieces and they're both adorable. I got to hold her for like a couple of hours yesterday, honestly.
Oh,
wow. It was
wow.
really nice. So she's so precious and I'm going to spoil her as well.
She was really
Let's
cute.
see. Yes, she is really cute. I like her name too, Letty. I feel like I haven't seen that many Lettys, so I like that.
Yeah.
I also like the name Marlo.
It sounded like a really southern name in like a cute way. Like I was like, oh, I can see a cute little girl in the South named that. Yeah, I like Gray as a middle name too. It was cute.
So yeah, so that's good. Let's see what else is going on. So that's my Oscar, and then my Razzie would have to be. I'm waiting on my Black Friday packages.
Just spend a lot.
We're not gonna talk about that. We are already prepping for my no spend. I think I'm going to do the first quarter, no spend. So I'm buying everything now.
First quarter of December or first quarter of 2026?
No, first of 2026. So it's like I got to get everything in now. Literally there was a dress on sale and I was like, this is my Easter dress because I'm not going to do this.
This is some girl math if I ever heard it.
Oh yeah. So, it's a lot, but yeah, I would say that was my Razzie. And as far as an overall score, I'm like you. I'm maybe a 94. It's been good. Yeah, good week.
It's a good time of the year, truly.
It really is. It's your birthday month now.
It is my birthday month. I've been claiming it since November 19th, to be honest. I just extended out for a while.
Okay. Do you have any special birthday plans?
Yeah, we are going to go to Connecticut, I believe. We're gonna go do like a little weekend trip.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, because we're gonna have a busy Christmas season apart, actually. So we're gonna go to
Hmm.
Connecticut, and the rest of the stuff is a surprise. I don't really know what else we're doing. I mean, I don't think it's, I think we just haven't planned it, to be honest. Maybe a
Yeah.
surprise isn't the best word. Um, but yeah, and then I might do like drinks with friends ahead of time. I haven't fully committed to it yet, but I want
Nice.
to. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Are
Well, that's
you doing
good.
anything for my birthday?
I'm going to. Well, I didn't get an invite to your get
Mm,
together, so I guess
awkward,
nothing. I
yeah.
guess I will just sit at home and cry.
Well, I have a mailbox if you want to send something.
Hey guys, I'm like in my office right now, and it's giving North Pole. I
Mm,
have a lot of things that I need to ship off and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah. What else was I gonna say?
Well, I was gonna
What?
say that made me think of that. My Razzie probably is my credit card bill at the current moment because I
Oh,
also spent a lot in the
mm,
past. This time of year, it's like at least I'm buying flights home, and then I was
mm,
buying Christmas presents for people, and then I was catching up on all my stuff because there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh, I'll just wait till Black Friday deals, and then
mm.
it's a
Well,
lot.
the thing is, Black Friday deals started early this year, and then a lot of the stuff
Yeah,
was selling out,
yeah.
and so I'm like, okay, like, well, let me get it now because it's selling out. And luckily, like, the
Hmm.
sales haven't really changed.
Yeah.
So, but
No, I'm against that. You know when people are like, we need to go back to the good old days. That's how I feel about Black Friday. I'm like, we need to go back
hmm
to only Black Friday. I like shopping online, but I do like the in-person fighting. So I think we need to
yeah.
take that back.
But yeah, but speaking of kind of this week and how your week's been, what have you been
Hmm.
watching? What shows or movies have you been watching?
Well, I did text you earlier today that I did start my Christmas Hallmark watch of the year, so that's
Hmm.
exciting. I'll keep you updated on
Yes.
that. I think probably watch one for the pod is going to be my prediction.
Okay.
But I recently started this new show on Apple TV called Pluribus, and it's really good. It's from the creators or the creator of Breaking Bad,
Mm.
Better Call Saul, and he also worked on the X-Files. But it's really good. It's like a sci-fi comedy, and I can't really
Mm.
tell you much else about it because it would spoil the show. But it's almost like if you like it's almost like Severance and the show Last Man on Earth crossover, like tone wise and humor wise. I don't think you've seen either one of those shows,
Yeah, I
Jesse. That's
haven't.
okay.
So I'm using my imagination.
I am
I'm using
not
my
speaking.
imagination.
It's okay. It's okay. But no, it's been really good, and I would recommend it to any of my Apple TVers. But what about you? Are you watching anything in between your Hallmark marathon, or is it just Hallmark?
Honestly, no. Honestly, sports. I've been watching like football, basketball. Yeah, I feel like I haven't really like been watching sports lately, and so it's been kind of entertaining. So yeah, so I watched some NBA, watched some college
Mm-hmm.
football, and then yeah, some NFL too. So it's been rather entertaining.
Yeah.
But as far as like,
Are you winning in any of your leagues, or are you?
don't talk about that. That's
That's a no.
no, I'm in okay. I'm in technically four fantasy leagues. Two of them are on Yahoo, and I did not mean to join them, but somehow I magically joined. And they're actually doing pretty decent. They're the better two, and I don't do anything to them. Like, I didn't draft any of the players. One's a fantasy basketball league. You know, I wasn't trying to
Mm-hmm.
join that. One's a
Mm-hmm.
fantasy football league. Anyway, I just let them be, and they just like update me. They're like, "You won," and I'm like, "Great." And then I have a fantasy football league for work. I have a 1% chance of making the playoffs for that one.
Okay, not zero.
Yeah,
Never say never.
never. And then my other league that I'm in with you, we're not doing too hot. We're not last,
Not last.
but
Certainly not first, but certainly not last.
so
Is there? Do you have a Hallmark movie you would recommend people to watch, or like what's been your
uh,
favorite?
my favorite Hallmark Christmas movie. We have to specify because Hallmark they pump out the movies all year. My
Mm-hmm.
favorite Hallmark Christmas movie is Snow Bride, and they you can usually catch that one. It came out maybe like 10 years old now.
Okay,
It came out a
classic.
while ago. Yeah, it is a classic. And then let's see, you have Snow Bride. I know that the Bills love story one is coming out, but I personally like the Chiefs love story Hallmark movie. I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
good one. Um, I'm trying to think what else. For Christmas in July, they have this like holiday wrapping series. So it was like four movies, and each of them followed a different friend. Those were kind of good. I was
Okay.
entertained. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
Cute.
So yeah, there's tons of them. You know. Oh, okay. And I also like the Nine Lives of Christmas. That's another good one that I like. There's a sequel to that too. I think it's like
Is
Nine
this,
Kittens of Christmas.
I would say, is that one? Is this about a cat or?
It is about a cat.
No, I like that. You drew me in. You got me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I'm watching. It's Christmas season. I try to
Mm-hmm.
watch other things, and I'm like, it's only one time of year that you can watch Christmas. So, well,
No,
not really, but
I support that.
yeah. But speaking of watching things, as far as movie news, did you go see Zootopia 2 by chance?
No, but I really want to. I loved the first Utopia, and I
Hmm.
heard that it's killing it at the box office right
It is
now.
killing it at the box office. It's doing like 158 million, which
Mm-hmm.
is a record smashing. And I saw that it was like the second biggest domestic opening of 2025. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, what's the biggest domestic opening of 2025? And I believe it is, maybe it was Wicked that beat it. Maybe Wicked or Minecraft, one of them.
Minecraft, man. That was not going to be my guess.
Yeah. And I actually pulled up the list of the biggest domestic box offices of 2025, and Minecraft is
Mm-hmm.
at number one, followed by Lilo
Okay.
and Stitch, Superman, Jurassic World, and then Sinners.
Oof. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We've got some good ones in there. I
Yeah.
mean, I think Zootopia succeeding is what Alphaba would want. So I think that in reality, Wicked
Yeah.
wins when Zootopia is doing well.
Yeah.
Um, but speaking of, so Wicked for Good has also had a crazy good box office opening.
Mm-hmm.
It says they earned 150 million domestically and 226 million globally, totally in its first weekend. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Do you think that I haven't looked to see, but do you think there's going to be a drop off from the first week to the second week?
For Wicked?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I think so too. Not to spoil my thoughts on the movie, but I think so
Yeah.
too. I think
But
too when there's sequels, like it gets so hyped up that people get
hmm
really excited opening weekend and are gonna go see it.
yeah. I personally
Right.
was a little annoyed. Like knowing that like I've seen the Broadway show and one night,
Mm-hmm.
I was a
Mm-hmm.
little annoyed that I'm like 1 year later I gotta go back at it
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
But a little fun fact, I think it was the director or the composer,
Mm-hmm.
Steven Schwartz. He was explaining that they tried to make it into one movie for some time, but he just
Mm-hmm.
felt that it was difficult to get past Defying Gravity without a break. He was like, because usually
Yeah.
it's like Defying Gravity, the curtains go down, the intermission, and they come back. So it was kind of hard to like keep going.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know how they would split it or keep it in one part,
Hmm.
but I also just think that part two is destined to be the worst of parts.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
But
but
before we
yeah.
get into it, why don't you give us a summary? What happened in the movie?
Yes. So for those who have not seen Wicked for Good or Wicked or not familiar with it, this is the synopsis from Rotten Tomatoes. It's a little long, so I'll try to.
Buckle in, the movie's long, so the summary's got to be long too.
Elphaba, now demonized as the Wicked Witch of the West, lives in exile hidden within the Ozian forest while continuing her fight for the freedom of Oz's silenced animals and desperately trying to expose the truth she knows about the wizard. Glinda, meanwhile, has become the glamorous city symbol, of goddess All of Oz, living in the palace in Emerald City and reveling in the perks of fame and popularity. Under the instruction of Madame Morrible, Glinda is deployed to serve as the effervescent comfort to Oz, reassuring the masses that all is well under the rule of the wizard. I'm going to skip a little bit, and there's some things. They're trying to get Elphaba. Some people get transformed, and yeah. And then let's see. Let's skip to the end. With their singular friendship, now the fulcrum of their futures, they will need to truly see each other with honesty and empathy if they are to change themselves and all of Oz for good. So yeah. So with that being said, I know our Rotten Tomato scores were pretty high for the week. However, this one scored a 67 on Rotten Tomatoes, but a 94 on Popcorn Meter. So Catherine, how did you feel about this film?
Yeah. I kind of relate to both of those scores, honestly. Because here's the thing, I really loved Wicked Part 1. I thought it was really fun. I loved listening to the soundtrack. I watched it again with family a couple weeks after I first saw it in theaters. This one, I had fun watching it. Like, I had a good time while I was in the theater, but I don't know if I'd go back and rewatch it. You know what I mean? And I've not really been singing a lot of the songs. So I feel like I had a good time. Like, I had fun. Like, I think it's a really fun movie. And I think Ariana and Cynthia did a great job again. But I didn't like the second part as much. But the thing is, I have also seen the stage play as well. And knew that going in that I, like, didn't like the second part of the stage play.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of, like, that's what I expected. So, and for me, it was like, I think that if Cynthia and Ariana were not as good as they are and like didn't have such good chemistry, that the movie would be like a lot worse. You know, I just think they're so good that it just elevates it and makes it fun. So,
yeah. And for context, the first movie got an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, the first movie was like a crazy phenomenon because I don't think people were expecting it to be that popular. I mean, there was like the Ariana Grande casting, which I think was not really expected and people weren't sure about, and then it was just like a huge hit when it came out. So
yeah, I definitely liked it. I think I went to go see it twice. But yeah, okay, so your honest opinion, how do you feel about the Broadway show Wicked? Like, are you like fan? Is it one of your favorites? Because you've been to a few Broadway shows.
Yeah, no, I am a fan. I saw it last year, really liked it. I thought it was really good. Here's the thing, I don't have like emotional ties to the Wizard of Oz, or like I first saw the Wicked show when I was like 26. So like I feel like
so did Cynthia Erivo. Like, she saw it when she was an adult too, so you're
probably. So like I don't have a lot of like, loyalty to that. So honestly, like if I was gonna rewatch something, I'd probably just throw on the first Wicked movie again over going to the stage play for a second time. But I really like the stage play, but I felt the same way about the play that I did the movie, that I really like the first part, and I think the songs in the first part are better. And the second part's just a little bit darker and a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but I think can make it a little bit hard to translate that to a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know if it's because, so when I saw it, I didn't win the lottery for it. Like, it was like a Broadway 2-for-1 kind of deal. And so it's a big theater and my seats were kind of far back. So I enjoyed it. But when I think about the Broadway shows that I've seen, I don't think it's top 5 for me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think I did enjoy the first one. I thought that was really good. Second one, it was just kind of like, yeah, manhunt. Yeah, get her. Like, it did have my favorite song in the second one. But overall, I was, I do really like the movie though. And, well, especially the first one. But as far as the Broadway show, like I know I've heard some people being like, I'm obsessed with it. I listen to the soundtrack all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think that's quite me. I do listen to some of the songs, but I don't know if I'm quite obsessed with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
I think maybe we weren't the right age. Like we were probably
Yeah.
like I think we were young when like the Wicked like really big popularity was happening. So like I feel like
Yeah.
coming into it as an adult is kind of a different thing than like
Hmm.
oh I grew up really loving this. Or like a lot of people's like favorite movie is Wizard of Oz, which is like
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
for
that's
me
true.
personally, but
Yeah. I'm more of the whiz, but yeah. I did see the whiz on Broadway though, and I really liked that. Hmm. Uh, but yeah. But overall, I would say it's pretty positive thoughts. When I went did go see this though, so I don't know what's been going on with the Atlanta power grid, but my power has went out, and one night my power like straight up went out for like 30 minutes, and then it's been kind of flickering. But I was at the movies and the power flickered, and so they're like, so the movie stopped, and so somebody came in. They're like, we're aware of this. They're like, the Wi-Fi like went out, like every like where went
yeah.
out. So we had to wait about 20-25 minutes for it to get back started. And so, yeah. So that wasn't too fun. But yeah.
I know you texted me halfway through it or like parts of it, and I was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, "Why are you texting me
Yeah.
your
Like
thoughts?"
it was a good enough time where I was like, okay, like I'm not going to go to the bathroom. But then I'm like, F it, let's go to the bathroom. And then I refilled my drink. And then I like was able to text you.
Yeah.
So, but it came back on. And then we had to like tell the person like where we were.
You're like, "No, rewind 5 more seconds." Like,
No, literally. And then she went back to the beginning, and we're like, no, that's
what?
too far.
Yeah.
It was a packed theater too. But yeah, overall, I was just curious on who else like was considered for Elphaba and for Glinda, and Lady Gaga was a front runner for Elphaba.
Okay. Okay.
I don't mind Miss Lady Gaga. I'm
Yeah.
glad they didn't. I'm glad. I think Cynthia did a great job though.
I think she did. She's a really good singer. Like she's a really, really good singer.
Yeah. And then for Glinda or Galinda, I feel like Amanda. I think Amanda Seyfried. Seaford. How do you say her last name?
Yeah, I don't know. For
Mamma
Mamma
Mia.
Mia.
She was also in consideration. I think as well as like Anne Hathaway and some other people.
Here's the thing. They're supposed to be teenagers. And I love those women, but like they are not teenage women. I mean, neither is Ariana Grande, but I think she's a
Yeah,
little bit more believable as a younger woman
that's
than
true. That's
Anne
true.
Hathaway's a middle-aged woman with love. Like
Yeah.
she's an amazing middle-aged woman, but
To be honest, I would have been content with Amanda though.
okay.
Yeah, I would have been
Yeah.
content with that.
She
I
would
mean,
have come in and
Ariana
I'd been
Grande was
like
good.
what'd you get held back 40 grades? But okay.
She is a little older, but I saw her on the list and I was like, I can see it.
She does
probably
have
doesn't
a
have
really
the
good
vocals.
voice. Oh.
Yeah, or maybe she does.
Have you
But
seen her in Les Mis?
no,
She like her voice goes really high in Les Mis.
really.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway was in Les Mis as well, wasn't he? I
Listen,
haven't
I'm gonna
seen
tell you right
that.
now. Don't. You're gonna fall asleep. You're not gonna make it.
Okay, it's kind of long too, isn't it?
It's really long. It's really sad. There's a lot of sadness. Have you ever wanted to know more about the French Revolution via song?
Don't think I did. I saw
The-
Napoleon. That's the same thing.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it is really good. It's just like you might have to break it up into parts.
Okay, nah, we'll leave that to 2026 or 2027. We're 2028. But okay, yeah.
Well, that's one thing I was going to talk about with this one. So, the second half of the Wicked play musical is shorter than the first one, which is why I think also people were surprised they were splitting it into two movies, and both movies are 2.5 hours plus. I don't know the exact runtime, but definitely on the pluser end. So for this movie, they added 2 original songs, which, to my understanding, is because they want to get nominated for, would it be an Oscar, I guess? Yeah.
Yeah.
because I don't think Cynthia or Ariana can get nominated for singing a song that's not an original. Is what
Mm,
I'm understanding. Because they gave one to Elphaba and they gave one to Glinda.
mm,
How did you feel about those songs? So one was Glinda had the song "The Girl in the Bubble,"
mm.
and then Elphaba's song was. I didn't like it so much that I can't remember what it was called.
And I don't. So I know that I think I saw that they added two original songs, and to be honest, I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't too familiar with the play to know what the
Mm-hmm.
two original songs were. So I was like, oh, okay. But
Mm-hmm.
I did read that when Kristen Chenoweth back in 2020, back when like in the early development of the stage musical, she requested for Glinda to have a song in Act Two. She like repeatedly requested it, but he never provided one. And so this time,
Mm.
Steven Schwartz finally provided her with a second act song.
And did you like it?
I don't quite remember it. Was this with the bubble?
Yeah, the girl in the bubble.
I'm sure it was lovely. Yeah.
I also knew guys. Okay, it's called the Alphabet one was No Place Like Home. The way
Mm.
I felt about it was that I knew they both had original songs, and I could very easily, I feel like, identify Alphabuzz. Like when she started singing it, and there was all these animals around her, I was like, I don't think this was in the original one.
Mm.
For me, it touched a little bit too much on, like in Wizard of Oz, they say like there's no place like home. Like it felt a little too
Mm.
like I felt like someone on TikTok could have written that and been like, this is what I would add to the Wicked for Good movie.
Yeah.
And the Ariana Grande one, because I don't have the second half of the songs memorized, like you said, in the musical, I was like, I think this might be the new one, but I can't. Like that one,
Mm.
I think fit more into the movie. That
Yeah.
like I could see that one being in the play. That like No Place Like Home. I was like, what is going on? Like I was like, it's a little like she sounded really good, but I was just like,
It's
it's a
quite
little
obvious.
cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah. So last year when it was Oscar season, they were saying that like Wicked wasn't like being nominated because they were saving all the nominations for the second one. After
Interesting.
seeing the second one, I was like, you gotta
Yeah.
seize the day, babes. Y'all should have
Yeah.
submitted the
I can see Ariana Grande maybe getting saved for the second one because I feel like this one was a little bit more emotional. But I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Alphabet stuff in the first one was a little better.
Yeah.
Her
I would
songs were
take
a little better.
I would take Defying Gravity
Mm-hmm.
and Popular and
Yeah.
honestly all of the other songs kind of over this
Yeah.
one. Even Good News. Um,
Yeah. So who do you think's gonna get nominated?
I
And
think
who
the
do you think should
Scarecrow.
win?
No, I'm joking.
Girl.
I just would say they almost lost the star when I saw John B. Bailey as the Scarecrow.
Oh, they did. They lost a star for me. I said no. I said, Alphabet, leave this man. I know we don't stay for looks, but like
Uh,
he's a corn on the cob right now.
and I'm just trying to think. I'm like, could they have done something better? But shout out to I need to listen to I listened to a fashion podcast and they actually had the
Mm-hmm.
costume designer on. And I need to listen to that episode, but shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
But who should get nominated? I mean, Elphaba and Glenda, they did good. Cynthia and Ariana, they did good. I think Dorothy.
The back of Dorothy's head, Dorothy's wig.
I think Dorothy should get nominated because she
Yeah.
really encapsulated the character and we didn't see her
Mm-hmm.
face at all, you know?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, but
We'll
that's a
throw
little
in
fun.
Toto while we're at it, like
Toto
supporting
did it.
character.
Yeah, he behaved.
Mm-hmm.
But fun fact, director John M. Chu said that it was said to have believed that no one can replace Judy Garland as Dorothy. So that's why we do not see Dorothy's
Yeah.
face.
That makes sense. I feel like since it is such a beloved character and actor and like performance that it's like don't try to replace that and don't try to take away from the main part of the movie.
Hmm. Yeah.
Which I do think that's another part another thing that part two struggles with is, so the stage show is based off a book that is like based off of the original book. Because there's the original like Wizard of Oz, then there's the Wizard of Oz movie, then there's Wicked, the Wicked show, and then there's the movie. So it's like a movie on a stage show on a book that's on a book. So it gets a little complicated. And I think in part two, you can kind of see that because you're like, oh yeah, there's this whole other movie they're having to account for, which is the Wizard of Oz. So you have to have like Dorothy pop in occasionally, or there's like the tornado. And I think that just like shows more in the second one where they're having to be like, oh yeah, here's this other like plot we're having to account for. But I did like every time like Dorothy would walk away and the characters would be like, it's always something with that girl. Like there's always something going on.
They did make it funny.
Yeah, like I think they did their best with working with that.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I haven't been cracking up at the like TikToks of like specifically where it's like the Wicked Witch and the Scarecrow, and they're just like they were flirting this entire time.
Of like the ones from the Wizard of Oz, yeah.
Yes, of like the original Wizard of Oz. Those have been cracking me up. But yeah, I think they kind of. And that's one thing that I did like about the play and like the movie is like how they kind of like intertwine like the movie and like and Wicked, sorry, and the Wizard of Oz and Wicked. Like I thought that was pretty cool because you kind of get like the backstories.
Yeah,
I kind of like those things. There's since it's Christmas time, one of my favorite like Rankin Bass things is it's Santa Claus Comes to Town, and it kind of tells the backstory of Santa Claus, like how he gets his name, Kris Kringle and stuff. I don't know, it's my favorite.
That's cute.
Thank you. I haven't watched it yet this year.
Nope. You're about to run out of time. 25 days.
24. 24.
The day's not over, Jesse. The night is.
You're right.
The night is young. Not to jump back a little bit, but thinking about awards season, I think Ariana Grande, I don't know if she's going to win, but I thought she did really good in both movies. I don't think she's the better singer necessarily, but I just think she was like a really good Glinda, and her acting was really good. Which surprised me because I feel like I know Ariana Grande really, like, you know, like when you go into a movie and you know the actor and you're very familiar with their face, and even her, like I'm very familiar with her singing, like I like her albums and stuff. Like I just forget about that when I'm watching the movie, and I'm just like, that's Glinda, you know. So I think she should get a nom. Yeah,
she can sing too. Like,
no, she can't.
Like I can't. As high as she got. Whew.
Was that a try? Was that an attempt that you
that was an attempt. Did it not sound like an attempt?
It sounded like I don't know what you mean.
It sounded like a bubble popping.
It's like, were you doing Bach or what were you doing? But no, now Mr. SpongeBob himself, I thought actually did pretty good in Wicked for Good. Like I thought Bach.
You know what? He was over it when he got turned to the Tin Man. Tin Man was mad. Okay.
You know what? I was mad at Tin Man. I was like, you just saw that Nessa Rose was the one doing it. Elphaba was actively trying to stop her, and he was still like, the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, come on. Yeah.
But, okay, fun fact. We have a lot of fun facts for this movie, which I suspected. Wish we had these many fun facts for Sarah Doyle, but it's okay. So in the original musical, Nessa Rose was actually given the ability to walk without her wheelchair, which I kind of forgotten about, like when she put the shoes on. So that's what was so special about the shoes, was that she could walk with the shoes. But for the film adaptation, she was able to float in the air rather than walking to accommodate for the actress Marissa Bode's walking disability in real life. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that change. I was kind of wondering going into it if the message would be like, oh, this girl's life would be perfect if she could just walk, which I feel like would not be a great message. So I like that they like made her fly. I thought that was a good change.
Yeah. So, how did you feel about like all the like the backstories of like the different kind of like animals and like the Tin Man, the silver shoes?
It kind of just made me dislike a lot of the Wizard of Oz characters because I was like, y'all are doing too much. Like the Cowardly Lion, I was like, Elphaba saved you, so let's start there. The Tin Man, I was like, Bach, you knew Elphaba. Like you saw her trying to save you. I mean, he had a bad. Like he really couldn't move his limbs. It was rough. Yeah, those two, I was just like, I don't know why y'all are acting like this towards Elphaba.
Yeah.
Fiyero, Jonathan Bailey was rough when he turned into the Scarecrow. I was also kind of confused if they were like trying to hide from us that he became the Scarecrow. Like,
yeah,
I thought that was a weird did they want that to be a reveal at the end? But it felt obvious. Like, I didn't understand that part.
Yeah, I think I knew just because that's one of the things that I remembered from the Broadway show. But I don't know. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
But then also I saw on Instagram that Jonathan Bailey also had a double for like the Scarecrow. This one guy was like, "Thank you for letting me play like the Scarecrow." He was like, Jonathan Bailey had to save his knees or something. I don't know. It was a caption, but I'm like for what? But then Ariana Grande also had a double. I saw that there was this one girl was like, it was such an honor to play her double, and people were like, for what?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's still cool though.
Speaking of Jonathan Bailey, how did you like? I know you were anticipating. Is it As Long as You're Mine? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
How is that?
I liked it. It. Have I downloaded the song on Apple Music?
Yeah.
No, I think I liked the original better.
Yeah. What was your favorite song from this movie?
From this movie?
Yes. And we can do the first one too. What was your favorite song from both?
Ooh. From both, it might be. I like "I'm Not That Girl." I mean, "Defying Gravity" is just dancing. Wait, what is it? Dancing
Through Life.
Through Life. I like that one. But yeah, for this one, it may be the last song, "For Good." What is it called?
For Good.
For Good? Yeah. It might be
the titular "For Good."
Yeah. So maybe that one.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
Like the scene, "As Long as You're Mine" scene, I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that spicy though. I thought it was just like a little kiss in the forest. It's me. But I was listening to it and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I think I might keep the original version, but it was all good. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite from the first and second?
I do think it's hard to beat Defying Gravity. That's the one that I probably listened to the most. I did really like Popular, though. I thought Popular was just really fun. Underrated, The Wizard and I think that one's really fun. Elphaba in the beginning. Okay. It's giving Celine Dion, so I'm not sure where we're coming in with that one.
It's like, I'm really trying here, Catherine. You're not giving me anything.
No, I like it. I just would like to be able to identify which song.
I was thinking The Wizard and I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And part 2, I also haven't downloaded any of them. For Good was good. I just like seeing Elphaba and Glinda together. But what was Elphaba's like? That one? I like that one.
Well, that one's like a spell. I'm not trying to listen to that.
Okay.
Come on. You think I'm trying to have that in my ears?
I will. I'll listen to that.
I'm going to block it out. I'm not trying to get wings.
Go ahead.
What are you talking about?
Okay. I don't think the devil works like that, but okay.
Turn into a scarecrow? What? No.
You're like those people that like you wouldn't watch The Exorcist because you'd be like nervous that.
Oh no. Not at all.
No,
Not fun.
I like that one. I thought that was Cynthia's best song in the movie.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Have a good time.
I mean, it was a good time. I'm guessing you didn't do the double feature where you went to go see both of them.
I could not find a 6-hour time in my schedule to
You
plan
don't have
that.
6 hours to do that? Wow.
Shockingly. But we rewatched Wicked the night before, which here's the thing. I think that actually might have been a worse choice because I was just reminded how much I liked the first one and how much of a jam it is. And then going into the second one, because I don't know, I think in the play it is good to have it all together because like you're riding the high of defying gravity, you're not having to wait. But for this one specifically, I was just like, the first one was so good. It was so fun. I like Glinda and Elphaba's relationship. Do I think they're just friends? No. But then going into this one, it's just, I don't know, you know.
I also watched the first one, like, leading up. This is the only movie I did my homework for. And like, I was like listening to the soundtrack, and I was also like very excited. I'm like, yay! I think I wore my platform Uggs. Like, I was just kind of irrelevant, but I was just very excited. And then, but this is also my thing with like movies and like kid movies. It's like when it's like an adventure, and you're just like, can we just get there? Can we just get there? Like, like I went to go see Paddington, and I'm like, how much longer do we go till he's at his mom?
Yeah.
So when it was like, get her, get her, get her, I'm like, all right. So
yeah, I think it definitely could have done with being shorter. Maybe Jeff Goldblum could have sang a little bit less. Yeah, I don't know what else I would necessarily cut, but both the original songs, we can cut those out.
Yeah. I also, this is kind of funny, but I forgot that the wizard was her father. Okay, but I went to go get my hair done last year, and my beautician or hairstylist, she was talking about Wicked, and I was like, yeah, and she was just talking about the play, and then she was like, yeah, and then she was like, that's her father, and I was like, what? And she was like, girl, she was like, yeah, she was like, that is her dad, and like the way she was like talking about it, and I was like, what, really? Like, you would think like we were talking about like something like in real life, like a real life person. But I was like, I did not know that. She was like, how did you not know that? I was like, what?
Did you not know that after watching the part one?
This is like, it's not obvious.
Jocelyn, I need you to go back and listen.
What part?
The part where Jeff Goldblum is singing as the wizard whenever he's meeting up with the mom, that is Jeff Goldblum's voice.
Like, oh, in the beginning.
Yeah.
See, no, I'm just like clapping.
And he's
like,
drinking from a little green bottle, and then later in the movie, the wizard's drinking from a little green bottle.
Look, if I hadn't seen the play, and if my hairstylist did not tell me this, I would have been very shocked.
What's the opposite of a get out movement? Like, this is I don't even know what this is.
But yeah, it's not that obvious. People don't talk about it that much. I mean, it kind of makes sense why she's green, but
kind of. How did you, like, okay, if you go back and listen to the part where he's singing with the mom, like, it sounds just like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, but like you're not thinking about that. You're just like, It's like, ooh, her mom had an affair.
Here's the thing: was that the next thing that I was gonna say was I don't like when they flash back to something that feels obvious, and I didn't like that they flash back to like de-age Jeff Goldblum as the dad. Like I feel like they could have just had Glinda like showing him the little green bottle, and then we could figure it out. I don't think they needed to like flash back to that, but. Well, maybe we needed to.
I'm about to say, I don't mind it. But did you know? So I thought that was like AI, but that was an actual actor. I once again see if you liked. I started off liking Dorothy's post on Instagram, and then Glinda's double came up, and then the Scarecrow double came up.
They didn't do anything to his face.
No, that's what he looked like, and I was like, wow, they did a great job casting him.
Yeah.
So. But no, I did not. Shocking. And then, okay, I felt bad. Well, okay. I also I thought like Alphabet like died. I didn't know that the Scarecrow and her came back and like wandered off at the end. I was like, wait, she's alive?
Yeah. No, I could see how you could. I remember that just because I saw the musical like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
But I could see how you. Okay, talking about favorite memes though from this movie, my favorite ones are when people are like POV Dorothy in the basement listening to Alpha singing this song to each other.
Yes.
And then it being like Dorothy's like a rude one for still trying to kill Alphaba after that.
Hilarious. But yeah.
But also Galinda allowing the wizard to just go back to like regular Earth whenever she was like, Madame Morble, like, you are gonna go to prison for the rest of your life. I was like, well, it's kind of unbalanced.
Yeah. And it's not my opinion. I have seen it on TikTok and people have agreed with me on TikTok. But Alphabet and Glinda are not friendship goals. Are you like not at all. Not at all. Even at the beginning of the first one, they were like, we heard that you used to be her friend. And she was like, well, like, I would never do that to any of my real friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know what I think about them.
Oh, I think so. But then also, like, that one line when Elphaba was like, you're the only friend that I had, ever had. And then Glinda was like, well, I've had many friends, but you're the only one who mattered. Like, girl, that is not friendship goals.
They went through growth, Jocelyn. Did you listen to For Good? They've been changed.
Yeah, whatever. They're not friendship goals. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Like, if we think this is a buddy-buddy movie, there's other things going on. Okay? That should not be your thesis. If I was a language arts teacher.
Yes. I mean, I don't think it's platonic with a capital P, but I do think the beauty of female friendship shines through. So I don't know what it says about you. I mean, the thing is, Glinda is a villain. Like, I mean, she goes through her own arc and she ends up, obviously, she ends up good, though, because the, whatever you call it, the Grimmery opens for her. Like, I think she does go through growth and she becomes, like, an actual, the Grimmery opens for her, Jocelyn. She has good intentions. It wouldn't have opened.
Wait, the what opens for her?
The Grimmery, like, where you read the magic spells. That's why it opens for her at the end, because my understanding is it opens for her at the end because she has legitimately been changed for good and she has access to magic now because she's approaching it with not, because like beforehand her desire to have magic was like a selfish, like self-centered, like I want other people to admire me for this, but now it was for good to truly, because she wants to.
Oh, wow. Look at you. I thought Alphabet opened for her. Because
here I am scrolling through TikTok, annoyed at people having certain opinions, and little did I know that my co-host shared some of these opinions.
Because Scarecrow was like, do you think like she knows that you're alive or whatever? He said something like that, didn't he? And
yes.
It opened, and she's like, she knows now. Because I thought she opened it.
No, it opens because it opens for Alphaba, but it doesn't open for anyone else because no one else has good intentions.
Oh, I thought it opened for Alphabet because she's magic. Wait, it didn't open for Mirror.
Wicked Witch. No, yeah.
Is that a good out now? Or I fear that may just be the plot.
I fear it might just be the plot. At the end of the day, I fear it might be.
I definitely thought Alphabet. I was like, dang, she can open it from far away. I was like, that's not Bluetooth, you know?
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, it really does sometimes. Like, I get Glinda's perspective because I do think a lot of how you're, like, taken in the world is depending on, like, your appearance and what people think about you. But a lot of times you're like, Glinda, you're really going along with this wizard, like, a lot when your best friend is being villainized.
Alleged best friend.
But here's the thing. Her fiance left her on her wedding day
Yeah, okay, but
for her best friend.
he has a past of this. He also left the girl's sister for the other sister. Like,
Yes. Like, I think that Glinda has a little bit of, like, it makes sense sometimes when you're like, I get why I mean, should she have suggested the sister being endangered? No.
no, I was talking about Bridgerton.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Jonathan Bailey has multiple. This is maybe a thing for him.
But also, like, it's not like he proposed.
He didn't say no. The other thing is that I don't think the movie makes clear is that several years have passed.
Yeah.
So presumably they've just been in a relationship for several years, which is like, Glinda, should you be able to tell that your boyfriend is or your fiance is not in love with you?
Mm-hmm.
You should.
That's true.
But also, like, you know, for the past several years, he's been acting like, you know, he's on her side and stuff. So I'm not a Glinda defender at the end of the day. But she has to, in order for there to be a character arc, she has to struggle, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why they're not friends. I mean, honestly. They're acquaintances. Like, come on.
You didn't watch For Good and tell me that they're acquaintances.
I think that they're friends. You know what? Mm-hmm. They could be like roommates. You know what? They were roommates.
Well, they were roommates. Yeah. Once again, I fear this is the plot.
I'm just saying, I don't think the main, like, thing of the movie, the main thesis of the movie is that it's like an enemy to best friends kind of deal. It's kind of like enemies to friends, but are they besties for the resties?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I like watch it. I'm like, if you did any of those things, Catherine, I would be very mad at you. Very mad at you.
Me personally, I wouldn't survive a friendship like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like that they like call each other out on their stuff, you know? Like,
yeah, me and Kiara also call each other out on our stuff, but we still wouldn't do half of the things.
Yeah, I mean,
but anyway.
You wouldn't hold my hand and sing For Good to me?
Catherine, I have tried to sing 3 times on this podcast already, and you have just pushed them aside. What do you mean?
No, this is your platform. Go ahead. Do you want to do a 4th one?
No. I don't have any tea. But as we wrap up, any favorite character or least favorite character in this movie?
I do think Glinda's my favorite. I think she's just the most fun. I think she's the most fun to watch. Mm-hmm. I think, like, the fight scene between them, like, when they're, like, fighting and then kind of play fighting, I think she's just really... I think Ariana was, like, born for this role. Like, you know, we're sometimes, like, I don't know how well... like, how many more movies Ariana could do as well and that she did as this, because I just feel like this was a role meant for her.
There's a fun fact for that.
What is it?
So, I don't know if you saw, but, like, she uses her full name. So, it's Ariana Grande, then it's a hyphen last name. And I briefly saw it in the theater, but I was like, oh, maybe it was her husband's name or her ex-husband's name. Mm-hmm. But it turns out it's her birth name, maybe. And she was saying that she used it because it's like a full circle moment for her, because like she actually met Kristen Chenoweth backstage for like the actual Wicked Broadway show, and she was like, one day I'm going to be Glinda. And so it was like a full circle moment for her.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it's funny you said that.
Least favorite character, I mean, it's got to be Bach at the end of the day, but I do think the actor... Actually, maybe the Cowardly Lion. I was like, why did they bring, I think it was Coleman Domingo in as an actor to give him like 2 lines, maybe?
I mean, give me that check. But, okay. Yeah. Pardon me. It was a year ago. What happened to the cub in the first movie?
So the cub gets brought into one of their classes because they're like, it's when they're doing all the anti-animal laws, and they're like, oh, we have this new thing called a cage, and we're keeping animals in them. So Elphaba like bewitches everyone in the room, and then takes the cub out into like the wilderness and releases him. But I was like, why is he so...
Yeah, okay, I remember this. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because he didn't fight one battle when he was like a baby, he grew up to be cowardly.
Yeah.
That one didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
he was least favorite. I was like, waste of a great actor because I think that guy's a great actor. Um, and the character annoyed me. I was like, go
Mm-hmm.
away. You were
Yeah.
not justified. What about
Mm-hmm.
you?
Let's see, favorite character, Bo and Yang. No, I'm joking.
I said, go ahead and say corn on the cob. You know you want to.
No, I would maybe. Who was my favorite character? To be honest, Elphaba. I've had a few I need a Siggy moments with Elphaba because I'm like, gosh.
Mm,
Maybe Glenda. She was like
mm-hmm.
pretty funny, but I don't know. She was fake. Every time she like accepted like the gift from Madame Morrible, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you're fake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Fortunately, it's maybe Jonathan Bailey. We'll do Fiero. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do Fiero. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
Least favorite character was the Scarecrow at the end,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe it was Bach, but
No, my I need a Siggy moment was at both times that Alphaba and Fiera said to each other, like, no, you're beautiful to me if I look at you through a different way. I was like, divorce? Breakup? Like, if
this is
someone
not a
looks at
love
me and
movie.
I'm saying, he says, you're beautiful to me because I look at you differently.
You have to look at a different perspective.
I was like, you need to look at her gray cardigan because what is going on there?
I saw that. I said, this is PG. What?
Yeah.
Her little short.
Well, I said, why are we putting more clothes on? Is that the point of the scene? Like, what? She said, let me put a cozy gray cardigan on. I was like, what?
It had some holes in it. Okay.
Some.
But okay, if you saw that cardigan at H&M, would you buy it?
Mm-hmm. It was very holy. I can't lie.
It was, but I kind of liked it.
Okay. Good for you. We'll see if there's a Black Friday sale on it.
Probably not. I did see like it was like similar gray cardigans, so.
I do love a good cardigan, so maybe. Okay, let's see. Where would I rank this in the movies that we've seen? Wow. Okay. It's not going to be very high. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put it at 6. I'm gonna put it below Begonia, but above Tron Ares. I really did. I had a lot of fun with the movie. I gave it a 4 stars on Letterboxd, but I think really the first one's bringing it up. Like, I think if I just watched this movie on its own and did not like the first one, this one would be much lower for me. So yeah, 6.
Let me think. To be honest, I did like the backstories of the different like characters. I'm gonna make it 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, so below Bugonia, but above Nope. Yeah. Sorry, I know that you really like Nope. I mean, Nope is number 4 for me.
Yeah,
Nope
there's
is
no
number
hard
1 for you.
No hard fit. Nope is number 1 for me. Shocking. I keep forgetting this is just movies we reviewed on the pod and not like all the movies we've watched this year. But
Yeah.
okay, so what movie are we gonna watch next? And I think it should be a Hallmark movie. I think it should be a holiday movie.
Should we do a Bill's love story?
I think we should do a Bill's love story.
All right. I've been looking at it every weekend. I'm like, should I go ahead and watch it? Should I go ahead and watch it? I haven't been watching it, so we can do it.
Exciting.
I'm down.
Because this is the one that's about the Buffalo Bills. This is not the Chiefs one. This is not the Taylor Swift one, right?
Well, okay. Let's rewind. It's like you told me about Elphaba and Glenda.
Yeah. Tell me about this, please.
Let me tell you
about this.
So it's not about Taylor Swift at all, to be honest, the first one. So the Chiefs one came out last year. It's just like a love story about a girl and her family. They had season tickets like in her family. she actually, I don't want to say she falls in love because I feel like that's such like cliche Hallmark talk, but her and this guy who works for the chief, they kindle a little relationship. So, and that was just like about the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's just like a Chiefs love story.
Right.
For this one though, for the Bills, I don't think I've seen a premiere about it, but I think it's just like a separate kind of like love story kind of deal, but just with the Buffalo Bills. Like I don't think Haley Steinfeld or like Josh Allen are involved. So I think they're just picking franchises. Like,
Yeah.
so a lot of people are like, "Oh, the Taylor Swift movie." It's like there was like
Yeah.
no mention of like Taylor Swift really in it.
But would
So
these have happened if Taylor Swift and Haley Steinfeld were not dating the football
I'm gonna go
players?
with yes because Hallmark's literal like headquarters are in Kansas City.
Interesting.
And okay, also like I don't know if you've been seeing, but the NFL has been doing like the NFL has a thing with like Abercrombie, like the NFL has a thing like Nickelodeon, like but I think they're trying to like increase their revenue, so I'm sure they're just trying to like, yeah, you can do a little contract with them.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Holiday touchdown, a Bills love story. Ooh.
Have you seen the Kansas City one?
No. It might be, I might add it to my list. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm following along with this other podcast that's doing something called Binge Miss, where they like watch Hallmark Christmas movies and then talk about
Oh.
them. So I've just been following their schedule, but we'll see. Maybe I'll watch some other ones.
Are they doing one like every day?
No, I don't. This is the
Oh.
first year I'm tuning in, but they're doing 12. So I think they are doing like 2 a week for like December and a part of November. Yeah.
Share it.
I will. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. So
Oh.
where can everyone follow us and listen to us?
They can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at A-listers_pod. We got some, reels, TikToks. We post on there pretty frequently. And then if you all have any things you'd like to say, thoughts, opinions, just want to say hello, feel free to email us at moviesandYap@gmail.com. So movies, AN at gmail.com. But I'm super excited to watch Touchdown, a Bill's love story, and kind of talk about that next week. We'll see where we rank at.
All right. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for joining.
Bye.